Hi everyone, my name is Rebecca Smith and I work in the Aspire, which is the University of Kent's place where you can get help and support if you are interested in starting your own business or in developing entrepreneurial skills. And what I'm going to do today is just give you a really brief overview of some of the programs that we run and some of the ways in which we're here to support you. So this is what we do. These are our programs. We have the Business Startup Journey, the Self-Employed Year in Industry, or the Selfies program, as we like to call it. And there's the opportunity for international students to look at startup visa endorsement. So a little bit of detail first about the Business Startup Journey. The Business Startup Journey is what we call a co-curricular program. So it's something that you can opt to do in addition to your studies, usually on a Wednesday afternoon, and it's completely free to take part in. You don't have to pay for any of it. It's just provided for you. And what we're doing on the Business Startup Journey is taking you from the very beginning of how you might start a business. So finding an idea and developing that idea, all the way through all the stages that you need to go through to build a business plan or a business model canvas, right the way through to helping you to launch that business in the marketplace. It's a really great opportunity. You get to work with students from across the university because it's open to everyone, not just business school students. So you could be working with someone from science or from arts or from history or law. And it's a really nice way to meet people from outside your course. It's a mix of group workshops, interactive workshops, and one-to-one support to help you to develop that really individual plan for your business. And as you go through the program, when we get to the end, there is the opportunity to take part in a pitching competition, which is a bit like Dragon's Den, and you could win £1,000 to help you start your own business. So as I say, those workshops that we do, they're really practical, they're really interactive. We won't be talking at you like a lecture. We'll be getting you to try stuff and do stuff. And we're covering kind of all the key areas that you need to know about when you're starting a business. So how do I start to understand problems? Because if you can solve a problem, for me, that's the basis of a business. And then going through, how do I test that? How do I create maybe a prototype to test my idea? And then going through those business skills that you need. How do I build a social media marketing plan? How do I understand what my financial plan is going to need to be? How can I get investment if I need that to start my business? Taking you through all those different stages, and it was really fun, really practical, group-based interactive workshops. In addition to our workshops, we have kind of extended sessions, if you like, where we really take a deep dive into some of those key areas of starting a business. So we have an ideas hack, which is really great fun, where we look at lots of different ways of solving problems and creating solutions to those problems. And in a later workshop, or boot camp rather, we'll be giving you amazing tips and tricks and techniques to perfect your presentation and pitching skills. So those boot camps are kind of like a wider, deeper opportunity complementing the workshops. As I said, the Business Startup Journey is all about doing things. We don't just talk about market research, we do market research. We're going to help you to create customer surveys. We have access to the Shed, which is the university's prototyping makerspace, where they've got 3D printers and a whole load of software to help you design things. We run pop-up markets where you can take your idea and show it to people and say, what do you think? What do you like about this? We're helping you to set up your social media account. So again, you can start to crowdsource that opinion about what it is that you're doing, and helping you to develop maybe really simple websites. So again, so you can start getting that feedback from your potential customers about what you're doing. So it's very, very practical. It's all about doing and getting involved in a business startup journey. At the heart of everything we do, not just on the Business Startup Journey, but in the wider Aspire and in Kent Business School, is alignment to the Sustainable Development Goals. They're a framework developed by the United Nations, which just really help us to define some of the problems which are facing the world today, but also to help us understand what the opportunities to impact positively on them are. And can you think how amazing it would be to start a business that contributes positively to climate change, that starts to make a difference in some of these areas? And at the very least, you know, it doesn't matter what business you want to go into, what business you want to start. Let's use these goals as a framework so you create the most ethical business. If it's fashion, if it's food, if it's finance, doesn't matter, but we can use these goals as kind of a framework to make really ethical, amazing businesses which have positive impact. And that's really important to what we do in the Aspire. It's not just me. I've got a team of people who we work with, and they're called our entrepreneurs in residence, and they all have different specialisms. So Jo, she's all about innovation and understanding the customer. Karen, she's got a background in investment, and she'll help you to reach out to find funding and finance. Kelvin's a really experienced business person who'll be there to help you through the kind of, how do I approach manufacturers? How do I register my business? What does trademarking look like? All those questions that you have. And it's super easy to answer them. We have just recruited another person to the Aspire team, and his name's John, and he has a tech background. So if your business is in the tech space, John's there to help and support you to develop it. We also work with partners like Google on social media marketing. We have a really strong relationship with Santander Universities, who provide funding to help you execute your business. And there's the amazing employability points scheme, where if you take part in the business startup journey, you earn points, and at the end of the academic year, you trade in those points and you can get loads of different rewards, everything from Amazon vouchers to internships and placements. It's an absolutely fantastic scheme that the university has. So in addition to our entrepreneurs in residence, we have an amazing pool of mentors working in so many different areas, everything from fashion, food and drink, tech, finance, manufacturing. And they're not just based in the UK, it's a global network with Akash is based over in Silicon Valley, and bringing a really interesting perspective on a lot of the stuff that we do. So it's not just within the university, we're very connected to the outside world as well. As if that wasn't enough, as part of the business startup journey, we offer experience days to places like the Design Museum in London, and these are free, these are fully funded, because we're supported by successful entrepreneurs who want to help you. And we just go out and we experience different areas of business, looking at the world in different ways, again, to help us develop those entrepreneurial skills. Final thing to say on the business startup journey is that we offer additional talks and workshops outside of that program, where we're bringing in inspiring entrepreneurs to talk to you about their journey, how they started their business. And really, really lovely is that we're now starting to get people who've been on the business startup journey come back and talk about their experiences. So it's our alumni and engaging with them, which is just amazing. Oh, too far. Yeah, so you heard a little bit from Nick about the self-employed year in industry, or the selfie year in industry. We will be alongside you as you run your own business for a year. So we offer one-to-one support, we offer group support. We take you through the process of understanding the business environment and developing your business. It's not easy. It's not for everyone, but if you are a committed entrepreneur with a great idea, this is an amazing way to test that idea for a year and get loads of support as well. Some of our students have done this year in industry, they've graduated and are now running their own business, they're employing people and developing all the time. It's an incredible opportunity, it really is. So just finally, for international students, you might be interested in staying in the UK after graduation, and we can offer startup visa endorsement. So if you want to start your own business in the UK, subject to meeting Home Office criteria, we can endorse you to do that. It's an amazing opportunity. Again, we've got about 14, 15 graduates who we're working with in that way, supporting them as they run their own business in everything from tech to drama and education. So really, really wide range of businesses that we're supporting. So that's it from me. Thanks very much indeed for your time. I'll be able to stay on for the questions session now, but if you've got any questions at all, please do contact me. My details are there and I would love to answer your questions. Thanks very much indeed.